Hello students. In this lecture of trigonometry, we are going to start with the compound angle. In the compound angle, we have to study how the sine and cos function will apply with the addition or subtraction, means sine of a plus b, sine of a minus b, tan of a plus b, that we are going to study in this. With the condition like in a triangle a plus b plus c is equal to pi, how the trigonometrical function sine, cos, tan, they will give the values and how to get the different properties of that we'll see in this lecture, right? So let's enjoy this topic. Now we're starting compound angle. What is the meaning of compound angle, right? When we have to just solve the equation is in the form of a plus b or a minus b, a plus b plus c, three angles are given or any minus sign given. This is known as compound angle, right? So in this compound angle, we have a very specific formulas for sine a plus b, sine a minus b, cos a plus b, cos a minus b, tan a plus b, tan a minus b. So this trigonometrical function are known as compound angles. So first we have to know the formula for sine a plus b minus b. First thing you have to remember, you can't split like this, right? This is wrong, right? These are big no, right? Sine a plus b, you can't write sine a plus sine b or sine a minus sine b, right? Same for cos, same for tan, right? So this is wrong, that you have to remember, right? So what is right? How to go for this, right? So formula for sine a plus b is, this will be split into sine a cos b plus cos a sine b, right? If minus sign is there, so this will contain the minus sign, one sine, one cos, same formula will be there. For cos a plus b, this will be cos a cos b minus sine a sine b. For minus sign, this will contain the plus sign. So this is the basic formula that you have to remember, right? And very important formula. This is the base of our compound angle chapter. So remember this: sine a plus b, sine a cos b plus cos a sine b, sine a minus b, sine a cos b. With this minus sign, there will be a minus sign. For cos a plus b, both cos term, both sine term, and in between, if there is plus, so it will contain the minus sign. For minus sign, this will contain the plus sign. So this is the formula you have to remember. And when we have to go for tan a plus b, you can also divide at sine a plus b upon sine a plus b upon cos of a plus b, right? Then again, you'll get this formula tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a tan b, right? For tan a minus b, this is tan a minus tan b upon 1 plus tan a tan b, right? Same for cot of a plus b, cot a cot b minus 1. Just you have to convert this tan into cot, 1 by cot a, 1 by cot b. So you are getting the formula for cot of a minus b and cot of a plus b, right? So this cot a plus b and cot a minus b again, right? Cot b, cot a plus 1 upon cot b minus cot a. You can also apply the tan one, right? And the most important formula that we have to use, right, for competitive examination, we have to use so many times, right? Sine a plus b into sine a minus b, sine square a minus sine square b, right? Or if you are converting this sign into 1 minus cos square a minus 1 minus cos square b, right? So if you are converting both the formulas as sine and cos, right? So accordingly, we can go for, right, both the formulas, right? So one is 1 minus cos square a, and second we can write as 1 minus cos square b, right? So directly we will get cos square b minus cos square a. But for the cosine formula, right? Cos A plus B into cos A minus B. This will be cos square A minus sin square B. But again, you can convert this cos square A as 1 minus sin square A and this sin square B as 1 minus cos square B, right? So cos square B minus sin square A, 1 will be cancelled out from this. So these two formula, right? One by one going ahead. So these two formulas are again very important. If you'll multiply tan A plus B, tan A minus B, we know that, right? For this, the formula was tan A plus tan B. For this, the numerator was tan A minus tan B. We'll multiply this to tan square A minus tan square B. And this is 1 minus tan square A tan square B, right? Similar, cot A plus B, cot A minus B, cot square B into cot square A minus 1 upon cot square B, cot square A. If you'll convert this whole term into cot, again, you'll get the same formula there, right? Now, so in between, so many times we have to use the formula for tan pi by 4 plus A, means tan 45 degree plus A. Tan 45 degree plus A is, right, tan 45, we know the value of tan 45 is 1 only, right? So tan 45, 1 plus tan A upon 1 minus tan A into tan 45, that is 1 only, right? So 1 plus tan A upon 1 minus tan A. If we are converting this tan into sine and cos, right? Cos A plus sin A upon cos A minus sin A. Remember this, in trigonometry, if you want to solve question, first thing you have to remember all the formulas, right? Make the list of the formula. That's very important. If you have the list, it will be easier for you to go through this, right? And again, if you are just going through that, right, 100% this formula will help you, right? Tan A minus B, tan A means tan 45, that is 1 minus tan A upon 1 into tan A, right? Tan 45 is 1, so 1 plus tan A, again we are getting, and we can convert this into, right? So obviously, if you can see like both this, right? These two are reciprocal to each other. So tan 45 plus A into tan 45 minus A, everything will be cancelled out. You are getting value 1. Right? For cot, again, we can apply the same thing, the formula cot A minus cot B upon cot A cot B plus 1, right? And convert this into sine form, right? So this formula, again, we are getting the product will be 1 only. And the compound angle for the formula A plus B plus C, you have to understand this summation sign. This summation sign is representing this term will comes thrice, right? First, this will be sin A and cos B cos C plus, this is called the cyclic order, right? Second time, this is cos A into sin B cos C plus cos A cos B into sin C minus this term, right? So if the summation is given for one term, you have to understand this must be in cyclic order. Again, this cos A plus B, this term will be same, but this will go in the cyclic order. Sin A, sin B, cos C plus sin A, cos B, sin C plus cos A, sin B, sin C. All three terms will come in this formula, right? Later on, we'll prove also how we are going for the formula. And this formula you have to use in trigonometry as well as in coordinate and calculus also, right? Tan of A plus B plus C. This is first is sum of the roots minus product taken 3 at a time upon 1 minus product taken 2 at a time. This you can remember as S1 means sum taken one at a time. This tan A plus tan B plus tan C minus S3 means sum taken 3 at a time, tan A into tan B into tan C, and 1 minus S2, tan A, tan B plus tan B, tan C plus tan C, tan A, right? So 1 minus S3 upon 1 minus S2, this formula is for, right? Similarly, you can remember the formula for cot, but remember This is for a plus b plus c. If you want to increase the formula, this will be a plus b plus c plus d, 1 minus s3 upon 1 minus s2 plus s4. Alternatively, this plus minus sign will come. For every even power, this will be coming with plus minus sign. For every odd power, this will be coming with plus minus sign, right? So if you want to find the formula for a plus b plus c plus d plus e, so some taken 1 at a time, some taken 3 at a time, product taken 5 at a time, product taken 2 at a time, product taken 4 at a time, right? And so on, right? Now the use of this formula, right? For finding the values like sine 15 degree, we have to find values of sine 15 degree. We know that sine 15, two ways I can go. Either I can write sine 45 minus 30 or sine 60 minus 45 in degrees, right? So both the case is sine A minus B. Sine A minus B is sine A cos B minus cos A sine B, right? In place of A, 45, B, 30 degree, right? Both the values are the simple, you know the values, putting the value, root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2, right? Remember this. This is very, very, very useful. Again, for cos, if I'm going, we know that cos A minus B is cos A cos B plus of this. So look, there is coming, the value will be coming as a plus 1, root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. Remember the formula cos A minus B is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, right? So tan of this, right? The best way to get this is, we know that sine upon cos, cancelling out both this, right? So you are getting one of the formula is root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. But we can go ahead with this, right? Both the terms multiply with the conjugates, right? And with the conjugate, if I'm multiplying, right, I'm getting 2 minus root 3. So both the formulas are useful, root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1 or 2 minus root 3, right? So this is the basic application of tan, sine, cos, a plus b and a minus b, right? So we can get the values of, and the reciprocal of this is again the values of cot, right? So what if for sine of 105 degree, right? 105 degree is 90 plus 15 is the simplest way, or you can go for sine of 60 plus 45 also, right? So again, you'll get that, right, with the basic formula. But if you know the formula of sine and cos 15 degree, directly we can apply this formula for sine 105 degree. As well as for cos 105 degree, we know that cos 90 plus theta is minus sine theta, is in the second quadrant, right? Cos 90 plus theta is in the second quadrant, and cos will be negative. With the plus minus of 90, this will be, sine will change to cos, right? So this will changing to cos 15 degree, and directly you are getting the value. So every angle we can find with the multiple of like 15 and so on, right? Tan 105 degree, 90 plus 15, tan 90 plus theta is minus cot theta, minus cot 15. We have already seen this cot 15 is 2 plus root 3, or if you remember, tan 15 is 2 minus root 3, right? Reciprocal of this will be 1 upon 2 minus root 3, multiplying with conjugate, you are getting this, right? So again with cot, right? Now, so if I'm just giving you the question, sine 750 degree, cos 480, cos 120, cos 60, right? Value is, we have to prove minus half, right? One by one coming into this, right? 360 into 2 will be 720 degree plus 30 degree, right? So 360 degree 2 times means we are rotating 2 times there, and means I'm coming into the first quadrant, right? 360 plus 120 is coming into the second quadrant, right? 180 minus 60 is second quadrant, and this is first quadrant. So in the first quadrant, sine 30, it's cos of 120 degree, cos, right? Second quadrant, there will be a negative sign, so we have to take this negative sign, and cos 60, right? And cos 120, again we can write cos 180 minus 60, or here also we can change with 540 minus 60. That will be the same, right? 540 minus 60 means one time you are going there, then coming into this second quadrant again, right? So this values you are getting this, huh? So just going ahead, we are getting the values minus half on this, right? So basic formulas we have to use, as I said, like find value of tan of pi by 4 plus a. Tan a plus b, right? Tan a plus b, directly I can write the value tan pi by 4 plus tan a upon 1 minus tan pi by 4 tan a. This will be 1, and this is very important. You have to remember, I already said that the same formula for cot, right? Cot a plus b, you are getting cot pi by 4 plus a will be the same, right? So both the formulas, right? So multiplication of these two will be 1. Now it's very simple. We know that tan pi by 4 plus theta is 1 plus tan theta, 1 minus tan theta, and tan pi by 4 minus theta is 1 minus tan theta upon 1 plus tan theta. We are getting value 1, right? Now, coming into the question, right? In the question part, if it is given sine of c minus a upon sine c sine a with summation, yeah, right? What was this summation? Summation means we have to write it down this in 3 form, like sine c minus a. First will be upon this term, second will be sine a minus b upon sine a sine b, right? Third will be sine b minus, right, b minus c, right, upon sine b sine c, right? So in cyclic order, every time we have to write it down. This is called the cyclic order, right? So first sine c minus a, we know the formula sine c cos a minus cos c sine a upon sine c sine a, divide this, cancel out, cot a minus cot c, summation of this, cot a minus cot c, right? So for first, this is cot a minus cot c. For second, this will be cot b minus cot a, cot c minus cot b. Everything cancel out. We are getting answer as 0, right? So if we have to find formula for sine of a plus b plus c, so we'll break this into two parts. First, we'll go a plus b as one and c as another one. So sine of a plus b minus c, sine a plus b cos c minus cos a plus b sine c. Expand this, right? Sine a plus b, you can write this formula with cos c, and this cos a plus b, you can write this with sine c, right? The complete sine a cos b cos c, cos a sine b sine c, the minus of all c, and this sine a sine b sine c, right? So in place of b and c, there will be a minus sign, right? Again, if you'll take minus sign out from this, the b plus c is there. Cos of a minus b plus c, cos a b plus c, and sine of b plus c, right? Expand this again, both formula, multiply the formula, right? This is the formula. Or if you remember cos a plus b plus c, in place of angle b and c, you can put minus b and minus c, you'll get the same result on that part, right? See, in Pythagoras, we know that if this is right angle triangle, this is 1. For beta angle, this is perpendicular. For beta angle, this is base, right? So sine beta and cos beta is these two, right? We know that AB is given as 2, right? By Pythagoras theorem, we know if these two are given, so we can find this, or these two are given, we can find this, right? So if we have to find sine alpha plus beta, the given condition is alpha beta are lying on the first quadrant only. So sine A cos B plus cos A sine B, right? Sine A sine alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sine beta. Put the values to plus 3, 5 by just calculation part, you are getting this. We know that 1 by root 2 is nothing but pi by 4, right? So alpha plus beta, so the angle will be pi by 4. right? Where sine alpha is 1 by root 2, sine beta is 1 by root 5, and the values, right? Now, if it is given in the question tan x plus tan x plus pi by 3 plus tan x plus 2 by 3 is equal to 3, then find value of tan of 3x, right? We have to find value of tan 3x, right? So this is tan a, tan of x plus tan of x plus pi by 3 plus tan of x plus 2 pi by 3. You have to remember this formula, this for x plus pi by 3 and x plus 2 pi by 3. This is equal to 3 tan 3x, right? So beautiful formula is there for tan x plus tan x plus 60 plus tan x plus 120 degree, that is equal to 3 times tan of 3x. And it is given that 3 times tan of 3x is equal to 1, right? So this tan 3x is equal to, it is given as 3, so this is equal to 1. So 3x is equals to, right, pi by 4, right? Or tan 3x only we have to find, right? If angle we have to find, x is nothing but pi by 12, right? So we can find the values, right? One by one we can solve by tan a plus tan b, then 100% you'll get the direct formula for this tan 3 theta. Directly you'll get the formula for tan 3 theta. From there only this formula is coming. You have to remember this formula, right? Next, in acute angle triangle, right? Acute angle triangle means A, B, C, all the angles are less than 90 degree. Chord B, chord C, chord A, chord C, and chord B, chord A. We have to find value of this. Now, we know that A plus B plus C in triangle, this will be pi. In the simplest form, without using anything, I can say A plus B, we know that this will be pi minus C, applying cot both sides, right? Cot of A plus B is equal to cot of pi minus C. Cot of A plus B, we know the formula, cot A into cot B minus 1 upon cot A plus cot B is equals to pi minus C is in the second quadrant, so this will be minus cot C, right? Cross multiply this, what I'm getting, cot A into cot B minus 1 is equal to minus of cot C cot A minus of cot C and cot B. Transfer these to left side. I'm getting this is equal to 1 only, right? So answer directly, its answer is coming into this, right? Now, this is the question they have asked the question in right 2 consecutive years, right? So obviously the important one, cos alpha plus beta 4 by 5 sine alpha minus beta is given, right? If cos alpha plus beta is given, so from there only I can write sine alpha plus beta is 3 by 5. And sine alpha minus beta is given, so cos alpha minus beta is 12 by 13 by Pythagoras only, right? You know that. It's given that alpha and beta are acute angle lying between 0 to pi by 4. It's very good. Then this angle is not going in the second quadrant. So obviously that will be better. If it is in the first quadrant, the answer must be positive only, right? So like when we have to add alpha plus beta and alpha minus beta, both the angles are right between minus pi by 2, minus 90 to plus 90. So no worry about that, right? So now we have to find tan to alpha, right? So if sine alpha plus beta is there, so also we can say that tan of alpha plus beta is nothing, right? It's very simple, 3 by 4. And from this, tan is 5 by 12, right? We have to find tan. See this, right? Alpha plus beta plus alpha minus beta, right? Tan alpha plus beta plus tan alpha minus beta upon 1 minus tan alpha plus beta into tan alpha minus beta, right? Tan alpha plus beta, right? We can see there this is 3 by 4 plus tan alpha minus beta 5 by 12. Whole thing divided by 1 minus 3 by 4 5 by 12, right? A little bit with the calculation. No, this will be, right? It's coming with the calculation. This is 56 upon 33. Hope everyone is getting this. A simple question is there, right? We can easily go for this, right? And in this question, cos A minus B is 3 by 5 and tan A tan B is 2. Then which one of this will be, right, true, and how to find the value of this, right? See, this is the beautiful arrangement of the number, right? But if you'll see this carefully, we know that cos A minus B is cos A cos B plus sin A sin B is equal to 3 by 5, right? And from this I can say, right, tan A plus tan B, right? We can also write down this as sin A into sin B upon, so I'm just cross multiplying this, 2 into cos A into cos B. This is the first equation, this is the second equation, right? Only I have to put the value, right? So like I will get the value of cos A into cos B, right? This is coming as 1 by 5, and sin A into sin B is coming as 2 by 5, right? From this only we can see this, right? Now what we have to find, right? We have to go for cos of A plus B, right? So both the values we have, right? We know that cos of A plus B, right, is minus 1 by 5. Directly we can see this, right? So only the application part and very useful, right? More question will do for trigonometry, because questions are like, question will give you the concept, how to apply the concept, how to apply the formulas of this, right? So next class again we'll do very good questions, right, of compound angles. Thank you.